So I want to talk about a few things that we do every single day with our board and trained dogs, and these are things that we should work on with our dogs at home, meaning my personal pets, somebody else's personal pets, your neighbor's pets. We should all be working on recalls every day. What is a recall? That means when I say a certain command, my dog comes to me every single time, whether that be in the house, front yard, backyard, farmer's market, big field, dog park. Now, how do we make sure that happens? Remember, behavior is solely based on what am I doing, what am I getting? If I do this and something good happens afterwards, I'm most likely going to do this again. If I do this behavior and something negative happens, I'm most likely not going to do that again. That's all dog training is. What are they doing? What are they getting? So if I say, Cole here, and he comes to me, he's going to get praise, treats, love, toys, whatever it is, more freedom, things like that. If I say Cole here and I grab him to yell at him because he chewed up my shoe, that's not going to continue. That recall is not going to continue. I want you to think about having a positive recall cup every day in your mind. How many times have you said here to Cole and he's come to you and something in Cole's mind has happened that's positive? Now remember, that's the important part. It's not what you think is positive, it's what Cole thinks is positive. Good boy, good quiet buddy. Yes. So an example of that, Cole's in the backyard, he's having a field day, he's chasing squirrels, he's digging holes, whatever it is that dogs do that have fun. We see him doing that. We say, Cole, here. He comes to us and we put him inside in his crate. Now in Cole's mind, he was chasing squirrels, digging holes, eating grass, having a good old time like dogs do. He heard that word here, he came to you and you took all of that fun away from him. That is not a positive recall for Cole. But let's say he's doing the same thing. He's having fun, chasing squirrels, digging holes, whatever. You see that, you go out, Cole, here. He comes to you, you give him a treat, good boy. And then you say, okay, and release him back into the yard to continue having fun. That's a positive recall for Cole. Or he's at the dog park. He's been playing an hour. You're tired, you're hot. You gotta make dinner. I got things to do. Cole, here. He comes to you, you put that leash on and you leave. And all of his friends get to stay and have fun. It's not a positive recall for Cole. But if you know 5 minutes after being there, hey, I'm gonna go really close. Cole, here, give him a treat. All right, go back and now have fun with your friends. Maybe 10 minutes later, Cole, here. Yeah, good job. Go out and have fun with your friends. Maybe 15 minutes later, Cole, here. Give him a treat. Yeah, go back out and have fun with your friends. On that fourth or fifth one, when you say, Cole, here, put that leash on and go, it doesn't matter because your balance is there, right? If I recalled him 4 times at the dog park, and all 4 of those times he got to go back out and have fun, and maybe he got a treat and some verbal praise and a new toy, that's up here, right? Let's say the one time I call him and he has to leave the dog park, well, that's 4-1. Guess who won? The positive recall. So constantly keep in mind that the more times you can use your recall word to create that behavior of coming to you when called and you reinforce it the way Cole wants it to be reinforced, you're gonna have a solid recall. Good boy, buddy, good quiet. Also, implement the recall word into your everyday life. So if you know that when you do certain things, I pick up my leash, my dog comes running. Maybe I open up the kitchen or the refrigerator, my dog comes running. Personally, at my house, I have a pantry. That's where the dog treats are. That's the only time I really open that pantry door to the side is to get their dog treats. So as soon as I even touch that doorknob, my dogs come running. Why? Because there's a positive association between me opening that door and my dogs coming to me to get their treat. Or if I pick up the leash and my dog comes running, there's a positive association between that because every time I pick up the leash, we get to go for a walk. And if your dog likes walks, they want to go. So if you know there are certain things like that in your house that your dog comes running, good job. Right before you do that thing, say the word here. So now you're piggybacking that positive association with your recall word. So guess what? You're just adding one more coin to the bucket of how many times you have called him to you. So let's say I'm about to get a cookie for my dogs. They're in the other room. I sneak up. I grab the door. Here, open the door. My dogs come running because they're going to come running every time. But I piggyback that word on there. Now I reinforce, good job, go. Maybe later, I'm about to pick up the leash. Here, pick up the leash. They come running, piggybacking that word on something they already love. Reinforce, reinforce. Now I've used my recall word twice and I haven't had to do one single training session all day long. I am using what they already do to reinforce that behavior. So what I'm gonna do is get Cole out and I'm gonna show you a really fun game we play with them when we first start doing recalls. Oh, bud. you go. All right, so I have high value treats. I have about 7 or 8 in, 4 or 5 in each hand, 7 or 8 total. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to, sometimes I'll call his name, sometimes I'll just use the word here. I don't want his name to be a recall command. So I shouldn't say Cole and he comes to me. Cole is like an attention getter. My basic example for that is if you're a parent and your kid's like, Mom, 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 Mom. What? Mom is you're getting my attention. What do you want? Should follow that word. So if he's sniffing and I say, I just want to make sure he hears me, I might say, Cole, here. But otherwise, the word here should just be implied that you come to me. So I've got some treats in my hand. I'm going to back up. I got a big open area. I'm going to, if he's not leaving me, I'm going to distract him. Distract him. Seriously, Cole. Yes. Here. Throw the treat behind him. Here. Yes. Here. Good. Here. Good. Here. Yes. Okay. So right there, how many coins did I put in my positive bucket? I did that, what, 7 times? 7 times he heard the word here, and he got a treat, and it was fun, fun, fun. That's what you want to do all day. Now let's say you are outside or you don't have a big enough space, you can also do it like this. You can, okay. Hold here. Yes, good boy. Throw it over there. Hold here. Yeah, there you go. Here. Good. So I'm not reinforcing him here. Yes, because did you see that? I'm going to talk about it and then I'm going to do it again. I'm creating that behavior of go out away from me, immediately turn back in. I'm going to add the word here, but I want you to notice, did you see how he turned towards me that last time and I didn't even say it? That's great. If my dog wants to come to me all the time without the word here, I am all about that. Reinforce it. So watch again. I'm going to do the word here a few times. Go here. Yes. Here. Yes. Here. Yes. Good boy. Oh, here. Yes. I'm missing all those. Good. Here. Good. See that? He turned automatically, and that's what we're trying to build up. It's just muscle memory of him coming to us. This should be the funnest area in his whole life, right next to you. Good job, buddy. All right, guys, so that's recall. I just want you to know how to do that. So A, you can train another dog, or B, if it starts to break down for Cole, these are some things to go back to kind of build up that intensity again for that recall word. Good job.